rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys, Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuil, reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
Cracking.
What it is, bye.
Just it's been some good basketball, kind of. Well, it's been the last game was amazing. Some good basketball. This playoffs is just it's kind of like an NCAA tournament for real. It's just upset city, just all over the place. This is crazy. Nevertheless, very entertaining. I know everybody brackets is all type of shook up. We didn't see this happening. So we definitely gonna get into it. We got some games to talk about. Deuce, which one you want to start off with?
We go ahead and just talk about round two, the closing of round two. Closing round two. So, man, what we got first? We got the Knicks versus the Pacers, man. Knicks versus the Pacers. Down goes Frazier. Spike Lee, in typical fashion, upset as fuck. Stephen A, know you mad, yelling at the TV. You know, you thought it was gonna be a hard-fought game. Did you think you had the Knicks in 7? Yeah, I think I did too. I was going for them, but it makes sense why they lost. Thibodeau ran them guys to the ground. You know, Thibodeau ran them guys to the ground. And it's not all on Thibodeau. It's on them too. That's what a better coaching staff, a more supportive or understanding coaching staff and leaders on the floor. That's what they are there for, to help you understand. Yes, they probably could do it this game and that game and that game, but you have to be aware of the fact that it takes a toll on your body. Because when it came down to game 7, we seen Josh Hart laboring in game 6, leaving the game with abdominal pains, didn't look anything like himself in game 7. What he only played 20 minutes in game 7? Loading it up. Let me see. But you got Josh Hart. Okay. Don't play with my patience. But you got Josh Hart, didn't look anything like himself. Here we go, right here. Josh Hart, 37 minutes. So he played 37 minutes, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 10 points. So it was cool, but Josh Hart set a new standard for himself. So it didn't look like himself. OG Anunoby came back, played 5 minutes, gave you 5 points in 5 minutes, and he was done. He was not ready to come back. So, he returned to try to help them secure that dub. And then Jalen Brunson fractured his left hand. And so he was done. Yeah, all of that took a toll on their body, because the more you had them on the floor, not only do the more fatigued they become, but the more susceptible they are to injury. And that's what it came down to. Game 7, 130 to 109, ass whooping.
They ran out of gas. I thought they was gonna be able to at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals where they would run out of gas, but they ran out of gas 2 games ago.
Yeah.
They was running on fumes 2 games ago. Pacers had that thing cooking from jump 2 games ago. So when I seen Josh Hart went out with that abdominal injury in game 6, I was like, yeah,
that's it.
This is a stretch right here.
Because you gotta know, you didn't even have a healthy Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was teetering that, on being in, being out because of his ankle. So, or foot, it was his foot more specifically. But I talked you at halftime. I'm like, what was that, Quill? It was one of y'all. I was talking about their rebounding. I'm like, they ain't even rebounding. Like everybody on the Pacers, I'm like, every single person except one person had a rebound at that point when we talked. Yeah. The New York Knicks came out 28 rebounds in game 7. That wasn't it.
That's it?
Yeah, 28. 22 assists. Yeah, that wasn't it.
They wasn't playing with energy when I was looking at it in the fourth quarter. They was just we kind of yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Right.
lot of inefficient shooting, 6 for 17, 4 for 14, 2 for
That's
7.
that's fatigue. That's all
Yeah,
that is. That's fatigue.
yeah,
That is not a lack of skill. That is just straight up fatigue.
yeah.
You're
So
done.
big ups to the Pacers.
Right. Yeah, we gotta shot the Pacers out because nobody seen them making it past the Bucks except for me, and nobody seen them making it past the Knicks. Also, so they been on a kind of a terror upsetting right here. I'd be dang if they beat the Celtics. I'm just gonna have to get that man his
I mean,
props.
but if
But
you look at it, the Bucks injured Giannis, injured Chris Middleton, injured D. Lil. You get to the Knicks, injured, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Boban or Bogdanovich, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby. So now
yeah,
you
I mean
get
the
to
way
the
it
you get to the Celtics, and they got more of their people. So I mean, even regardless, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of people picking the Celtics. The ones who trolling are the ones who are true Pacers fans or the ones who looking to win big are going with the Pacers. But the Celtics, got it.
but like you said, I think the Pacers technically is the most healthiest team in the East.
I mean, they got Mathurin out, but Mathurin's a big piece of their team, like a huge piece.
When he went out. Yeah, he went out a while ago though.
Right before the end of the season, he had that surgery.
So
Yeah, so I think like April.
but these the
March.
two healthiest teams in the East. They both
The
got one
Nuggets, yeah, like you said in
on
the
the
East,
East
yeah,
in the
yeah.
East because they both got one of their stars out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is I'm not saying it's an even matchup, but
Mm-mm.
health wise, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
if you're rooting for an underdog, go ahead go for them Pacers. Put your money on the Pacers. You might lose it, but put your money on them Pacers.
So what do you say? What's next for the Knicks? The next year, Jalen Brunson comes back healthy. Hopefully, he doesn't have to have surgery on his hand. OG Anunoby back.
Julius
Mitchell
Randle be
Robinson
back.
back. Julius Randle back. Where do the Knicks go?
Get a new coach, but nah, if they was meshing together before they went out, so it wasn't like that they wasn't balling before Julius Randle went out. So if they all come back healthy, if they all happy, not looking for money, not looking for extended contracts and all that, they all happy and play ball, they're gonna be good.
Yeah.
They're gonna be top three, I say, next year in the East. So if everybody come back and play ball, they can't do nothing but be better. The expectations is all the way up there now.
So who's gonna be your starting lineup for the Knicks next year? Like with the roster stay the same, not factoring in the draft, obviously, or trades that we don't know is gonna happen. If the roster looks like this, for the most part, who's your starting lineup?
Let's see, Mitch Robinson, Julius Randle, Josh Hart at the 3, Brunson at the 1, and then y'all boy, old Mr. DiVincenzo be at the 2, I guess. Yeah, because McBride ain't no starter now. Yeah.
You're not gonna start OG?
Oh yeah. So then Josh Hart got to come off the bench. OG be the 3. Josh Hart be the 6 man. Yep. I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
OG.
like that. I mean, you can have Josh Hart as your 2, but keeping DiVincenzo, he gonna go out there and play hard. Um, and he gonna go out there. So
But Josh Hart wasn't supposed to be a starter.
he bounced here and there. With the
Yeah.
acquisition of OG, that's what
Push some
confuses
on
that.
that.
Yeah, but I like DiVincenzo on that starting lineup because you keep that shooter around Jalen Brunson. And the thing you gotta understand, you're not gonna bully Jalen Brunson. Like you're not finna just take advantage of Jalen Brunson. So he gonna guard the lesser of the evils. DiVincenzo gonna guard the primary ball handler for the most part. OG gonna go do something on the bigger ones, and then you got Julius Randle. assisting in and out, and Mitch Robinson locking up the paint. So I like that lineup, and it allows Josh Hart to go out there and get 6 man of the year. I don't see anybody, if he come in with that same mentality, same heart, same drive, I don't see anybody that's gonna take 6 man of the year from Josh Hart.
Only one man, the way he
Who?
been balling. Nas
Who?
Reed again. That boy be balling.
I don't see it because he's gonna give you the rebounds and more. He's gonna get more rebounds than Nas Reed. He's gonna get more points than Nas Reed. He's gonna get more steals than Nas Reed. Like Josh Hart, you have to think Josh Hart is a guard. He is an all-around player in this little guard body. So he gonna be out there rebounding with the best of them, contesting shots with the best of them, locking up with the best of them. Nah. I don't even think Nas Reed can give him a run for his money at that point.
He gonna get a. We're gonna see what he do with half the minutes he getting. He playing 48 minutes
I don't
now.
think he's gonna get half the minutes. I think it's gonna be a healthy rotation. You bring Julius Randle back sometimes, you gonna have to ease him back into it.
That's if they had a regular coach. They coach like to run his players into the ground.
Yeah. Well,
so we don't know if he gonna get.
hopefully somebody
minutes.
either firing his ass or telling him we can't do that next year. Because they should have beat the Pacers, but your guys were gassed. Like it was so evident that game when Josh Hart played about 13 minutes and he was gassed. So I mean, unless they reveal he got broken ribs or something, but he was gassed. So hey, big ups like we said to the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came out, y'all got it.
Them young boys is.
Yeah.
They started. He was talking, running up and down the court. I like the
Halliburton?
energy though. I like the energy though.
Yeah,
I like
I don't know why he ain't do shit that whole series.
Oh, he finna get a slice of humble pie next round because they ain't got nobody to stop JT. Nobody.
But, in the other game, you got we can go. What we got next? Dallas versus the Thunder. Hey, Dallas did that. That was a game. That was a game 7 in Dallas. Hate that we missed it. It was beautiful. Dallas did their thing. One of my things I like to say, I got some notes under that game. Like I said, it came down to the wire. That call. I understand the call. It was a block, but the ball didn't come loose. So it was a constant shot. It never lost the motion of being a shot. And then scraped the arm. It's a foul. Hindsight 2020. SGA just contest the shot. Don't go for the block. Good defensive play. It is what it is.
How you fall? How you fall for the ball fake, man? He's like, oh no. The play was broken up and somehow it ended over to PJ Washington. That was not drawn up. That was a broken up play. Luka messed it up and got saved by the bell. Luka lost us the game, but then he came back and SGA lost them a game. And I like that. When them MVP candidates lose them a game.
Let me put that on SGA. That was on their hustle. The closing moments of that game came down to the hustle or lack thereof of the Thunder. You got to think the 3-point shot that went all the way up to the skyboard and came down and dropped in from Kyrie Irving. Lack of hustle from OKC. They had y'all closed out on that possession. All they had to do was get the ball. Then you got the one you talking about. They had it closed out. The ball bounces around. It was so many possessions where if they hustled and bodies fell to the ground, dove and did all this extra stuff, it'd have been one less possession for you all. They didn't do that. And that's how they got into that position. So yeah, that one play, I don't say SGA, that's you, because you also look at Coach of the Year. Hey, Coach of the Year. Like, hey, that right there goes to show what inexperience looks like. You got an inexperienced coach and you got an inexperienced basketball team on the court. That's what I saw. Like, regardless of how great they played, the woes of the OKC Thunder was due to their surplus of inexperience. They didn't know how to control the pace. They didn't know how to keep, like, y'all were up 15 plus, around 15 points at halftime, and you couldn't take advantage. And then coach of the year, you sat there and you let a team with two superstars who never played like superstars really in that matchup. I think Luka scraped out one triple double maybe, but they didn't look like themselves in that
3 in a row.
series.
3 in a row. The last 3 games.
The last 3 games triple, I wouldn't even have known because they didn't look like themselves.
They weren't the 25, 30
They-
point triple doubles.
They, I mean, I'm talking about him and Kyrie. They didn't look like those superstars, but you still had to understand they are superstars. Luka's arguably one of the faces of the league. Kyrie is arguably one of the top guards in the league. So you can't take that with a great coaching Jason Kidd and take your foot off the gas or just mismanage, your possessions. And that's exactly what happened. Coach of the year is like
them role players for us stepped
hey,
up.
that was the biggest thing for the PJ Washingtons who struggled that
Lively
game.
and
came
PJ
up.
Washington was balling.
Like think of this.
Hey, hold on. Y'all went number 11 in the draft last year, right behind us, because I know y'all wanted Lively. Or was that you? Y'all, I know y'all wanted Lively, but we had getting them before you. I said, whew. Looking back at it this year,
the Thunder, and this is what they paid. The Thunder drafted Lively, and the Mavs drafted Wallace, I believe, and they swapped picks, sent Lively to the Mavs and Wallace to the Thunder. And in Game 7, Lively gave you double-digit rebounds. And Chet ended the game with 3 rebounds. That's what I'm talking about, the hustle. Chet, you 7-3. Game 7, 3 rebounds? Bro,
that's because he be spinning his stuff outside on the 3-point line shooting.
And that's the thing. So it's like you gotta do better. You gotta get more Chet. You gotta put on some muscle. You gotta be able to convert those plays because some of that the ball was in your hands, but if somebody whistled when you jump because you so featherweight, you blew away. You know what I'm saying? If the wind did something, you all like this. You gotta put some weight on Chet, and you gotta be able to hold your own, and you gotta be able to do something because they ain't have to worry about you. You struggled from the outside shooting. You weren't a presence in the paint. You wasn't a presence in the paint. So Gafford and whoever else was guarding you really got the rest. They got the rest when they was guarding you because you didn't demand any attention. So that performance is like, I respect that performance. Y'all did y'all thing, but you got experience in the Mavs from the coaching staff to the players. You got a champion on the Mavs. Hey, I respect it. They came out and they did it. And the other thing you got to think about, Coach of the Year, I think when that call happened and you challenged, your thought process was, I got to challenge. Because if I don't, and it wasn't a foul, we giving them 3 free points. But if I challenge it and I win, then we good, we get the ball. That's why I think he was. He didn't think about if I challenge and I lose, they get 3 shots. And I don't have a timeout. Hindsight 2020 is a bitch. But that should have been a thought where it's like, hey, we only got 1 timeout because he called 1 random ass timeout. I had to talk to you about it after the game. So you was down on 1 timeout. You had to know because if you had the timeout, he potentially, if you get that rebound timeout, you got 2 seconds to drop a play. And we know that's low-key dangerous, high-key dangerous SGA play. A lot of attention going to go to him, which potentially may lead to somebody else, or he gets to draw the foul, or he just hits one hell of a bucket. We even seen Chet hit some game-winning buckets. So
he had options. He had 3 options.
Yeah.
He could have went to score, and 2.5 seconds would have been plenty of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time in those moments. It's a lot, but it's not. So you heard the announcers, talk about, oh yeah, he already got a play drawn up. I'm pretty sure he didn't consider the fact PJ Washington was gonna miss that. It's like they got caught off guard when PJ Washington missed that free throw. It's like fuck.
They knew since he had no timeouts. They knew he was gonna. They should have known he was gonna miss it on purpose.
They ain't had none drawn because if you listen to the game, they specifically said he has a play drawn up for after this. He got a good play drawn up. I guarantee you, just go back and watch that play. You could tell when they got it, was like, shit. and passed it, and then he went and threw up a shot. They didn't run no play when they got that fucking rebound. He did. I promise you, he didn't consider the fact that he's gonna need that fucking timeout. He didn't consider the fact that they only need to be up by one. He get 3 free throws. So when he made the first two, tie game, lead, he did what he was supposed to do. He missed that free throw, and that put them into that position. And then think about this: Dort finished the game with 11 points. He got 9 points in the first quarter. What the fuck?
They had him in foul trouble. They attacked him early.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, he got in foul trouble by being in the game. He ain't get in foul trouble with limited minutes. That motherfucker got in foul trouble right before halftime. 50 seconds on the clock, 40 seconds left on the clock. He picked up his 4th foul. He was out there playing. That ain't nah. When I was watching the Thunder, I was like, they look like a young team.
What I'm saying is like when you put a heavy defender like him in foul trouble, it make him play cautious, make him play laid back more than what he normally do. He's not gonna be as aggressive and on him because they giving Luka everything.
Yeah.
So he frustrated. He can't even play body to body hard defense. He got to be laid back. And if you give Luka, we all know if you give Luka a step, he just gonna lean back and Dirk Nowitzki shoot on to the left or shoot on to the right. And he hit him. So,
and as much as I would enjoy to see y'all not make it, I told y'all when y'all picked up PJ Washington and Gafford, I said, man, there was some great pickups for y'all. I said that from the very beginning. I'm happy that Luka didn't get that second tech, but I also understand if that'd have been like Draymond, we seen Draymond get thrown out for less. Luka should have got his second tech in that game because they let Luka wave his hand. I see Jason Tatum get texts all day for doing this. Luka gets the benefit. Luka gets to wave his hand at refs.
That's part of star treatment. I would agree. It's part of star treatment, but I ain't gonna say every team, but a lot of teams have that one star, especially when they at home, they get that special treatment.
Yeah, they should have.
But we know Draymond got a rap, so of course people looking to get money out of his pocket.
It's a good thing because he got kicked out, you would have been SOL. But I showed sitting there like, Lucas, just leave it alone, bro. Leave it, because some of them refs be just, and Tony Brothers.
He know what he can do. Gucci Man and them, they don't be saying that. They let Luka just run at the mouth, especially at home.
Nah, he had Tony Brothers yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they all let Luka just kind of do his thing.
Nah, because Luka got that damn technical. That's what called technical the first time.
He got one, but you see, he didn't get the other.
He could have. He most definitely could have. The shit he was doing, I'm like, Luka finna throw the damn game. Well, you better learn how to shut the hell up. But hey, good series. Game 7. Hey, good series.
No, game 6.
That was game 6. Oh, yeah. Game 6. Good series. Y'all did y'all thing. Where does the OKC go from this?
Just experience. Come back to the ain't got to go to a drawing board. Just do it all over again. You just pick up the pieces. Y'all get some rest. Enjoy y'all family. Get y'all mental right. And then come September preseason, get back in it and do it all over again. Y'all got all the pieces y'all need. Y'all got the depth, and now y'all got a whole year of experience of playing together.
Sucks to have a player like Gordon Hayward on your team and not be able to do anything with that?
They don't need him. They showed they don't need him.
I mean, he can't do anything anyway. He should have came in handy. But what I say y'all do is check. You got to put on some weight. You got check. 6'7" coming in at 208 pounds. He weighed down to the same amount I weigh.
I'm saying that's gonna come with time though. He what 19, 20, 21?
He needs to put on weight. He put on more weight. He put on more weight in the season where he didn't play to the next season. Continue to put on weight.
Yeah,
that's what you need to do. And understand you got a lot of energy to put towards other things than scoring. Okay, because you ain't gonna be the primary, secondary, tertiary scorer. So put energy towards rebounding, blocking shots, creating plays, shit like that. You'll be good. And something else, shop Josh Giddey. Shop Josh Giddey. You have to get him gone and get y'all pieces that y'all need. Y'all need a veteran piece, not a old ass veteran piece, but a mid-level veteran piece. If y'all get y'all somebody like let Devin Booker not be happy. Devin Booker would be nice on that team. You get you a Devin Booker. Let me see. Paul George, bring Paul George back. He's very complacent. He not gonna interrupt too much. Get out there, put up some shots, maybe get you some. But
They the
Josh
same
Giddey ain't the
size, but
answer.
way more talented than Josh Giddey, boy.
Who?
You get PG,
Yeah, you
get the
got to get
same
some.
size, but
Josh
way
Giddey
more
couldn't give you
athletic.
anything.
And
Couldn't guard anybody. Couldn't create offense.
you see, he shoot break every time. I say, yes, let him shoot.
Man, when we be playing exhibition on 2K24, and my son he one of my sons love the Thunder, and he get to shoot, I be like, bro, he cannot shoot. I'm not talking about just the game. Real life, dude can't shoot. And you keep just stop. He can't shoot. Take him out the game. So that's what I say for them. That's what I do for them. Next game we got the Game 7, Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. Man, I know that had everybody on the edge of their seats. Timberwolves
Hey.
came out lackluster. Ant looked like he just, I don't know how he looked, but that response.
This is the trend that I'm seeing this year in the playoffs, because the Mavericks did it and now the Timberwolves did it. Like, we be so far down in the second half, and then we make these extravagant runs. Like, we're down by dang near 20 points, both teams, and then they come back and just devour. It's like, how y'all let this man just go? But he ain't even had the type of numbers that he had in the beginning of the series. Yeah.
That's because all that shit, they heard it. All that shit, they heard it. The team had to step up and help him. And that's exactly what they did. You had a quiet 20 plus from Jaden McDaniels. Baby KD is what they used to call him. 23 with 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Rudy Gobert gave you 13 with 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal. Cat had a monstrous game putting defense on Jokic because defensive player of the year couldn't guard him. So Cat went out there and guarded him because now it's body to body. Our weight balance is out. You ain't over muscling me. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. So, and Michael Conley gave you 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. So with that,
3-pointers, boy.
Ant comes in 16 points, which ain't much, but 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Like he said at the end of the game, I'm not a one-dimensional player. You must have heard my podcast when I said that you ain't no two-way. I still don't think you a two-way, but Ant says I could lock up the best guards out there, and he said, I got Kyrie next matchup. And I love it. I love it. My only question is, who the hell Michael Conley gonna guard? He ain't going Luka. He ain't going PJ. He ain't going Gafford. You gonna put it on Derrick Jones?
Derrick Jones go, yeah, mother. He just talking. He just talking because he got much respect for Kyrie, and he's a fan of Kyrie. So that's just
he know he too small for Luka.
Well, he gonna have to. It's gonna be between who? Yeah, he gonna have to guard Luka.
Nah, Jaden McDaniels gonna guard Luka.
Then who gonna guard PJ?
So they gonna put Michael Conley ass over there.
He way too small for PJ.
He is. They gonna have to figure it out.
He way too small for
the only person that he could guard is
he gonna try to guard
Kyrie. That's the only person he can guard.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's a mismatch.
So if that's the case, then Ant go guard, whoever. And then PJ.
And go get you Luka. Go get you some of that Luka sauce. You say you a two-way defender. You have to, because based on their starting lineup, he has to guard Luka. Because anything other, you're giving us an advantage. So you have to guard him.
I think they gonna take that disadvantage, and then what they're gonna do is turn around and y'all got a disadvantage. Who guarding Cat?
I'm not afraid. He's small, but I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid of PJ going out there.
I'm not.
I'm not as scared of PJ going out there. But you know what? For real, put Gafford on him. Put Gafford on him. Put Lively
you
on
seen
him.
Tonight. Granted, Rudy Gobert did, but you seen what happened when they put Cat and Naz Reid out there. That shit was crazy. That's what I've been saying. Cat, Naz Reid is that formula. But you paid a lot to get Rudy Gobert, so I understand why the hell you put him on the court.
Yeah, but it's like they got the size advantage out of this world, obviously. And defensively, we're going to have to play some type of zone. What we're gonna have to do because you ain't gonna be able to go man to man with that size.
But
we
big
go.
big ups to them. Defending champs, y'all keeping the trend going where the defending champs don't make it past, the second round. They phase y'all out, but let's go ahead and move on to this next piece. Teddy, he want to talk about it. Talk about these conference finals. So, bam, in the East, we're going to start the East so we can finish up with the West. But in the East, we talked about it a little bit. We got the Pacers versus Celtics. I think it's going to be another gentleman's sweep. The Pacers love finishing shit up in Boston. That way they can literally go home after the game. That's what I call. I don't think the Pacers are ready. They don't have the tools. Maybe if they add Mathurin, creates more versatility in their offense, but in depth, but nah.
Ain't Kristaps supposed to come back this series?
Potentially, but they don't need Kristaps. They don't need him. Miles Turner, what he gonna do? They got Al Horford. Miles Turner gonna sit his big ass out there. Al Horford will be fine. And they got Cornette coming off the bench, and then they got Tillman too. So he ain't ready yet. We don't need another 5 minutes.
Celtics in 5 because they do not have an answer for JT.
They
have no answer for JB. I mean, you can throw bodies at him, but they have no answer for JT.
Yeah,
nobody has.
Drew Holiday finna get a Halliburton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have no answer for JT. He could shoot over anybody.
Yeah,
nobody
got a ton of bodies. They got bodies for Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam ain't. No disrespect to Siakam, but they're not worried about that.
Yeah,
JT can have a field day and show why he an MVP candidate. Like this should be a series for him to cook up.
JT is resting for the finals because he realized when he went against the Warriors in the finals how he was burnt out. He is resting. Watch, mark my word.
He got the easiest stuff. He only played 5 games each series. He ain't worn out.
And over on the West, we cooking. In them games.
They still give you 25 plus.
So I say that's easy money. Celtics in the finals. Let's go to the one you care more about. The Mavs versus the Timberwolves. Now, when I look at this, I say the Mavs not going to... So the Mavs thrived where Chet died. Chet couldn't board, couldn't really deter shots. I mean, he got blocks every now and then, but you weren't too worried about him. And he couldn't do anything. On the other side, you got Cat. You're going to have to guard Cat. Cat think he the best shooting big, the best three-point shooter in the playoffs to this day. You're going to have to guard Cat. Rudy is 7'2", just like, Lively, but Rudy got grown man weight to him, and he just became a dad, so he added on a few extra pounds. We know what that's like. Look, Lively, you 220 something. Chet barely 200. Rudy over there sitting over there probably about 240. Rudy been blocking shots, defending, and put hustle points for the longest. He's comfortable in that role. You're not gonna be able to just rest. Gafford, you ain't gonna be able to just rest. Lively, you ain't gonna be able to just rest.
I'm glad we got both of them so we can interchange them.
And then
we gonna need it.
You gonna need it. Yeah. The Thunder struggled because they couldn't diversify their offense. They were just a bunch of jump shooters. The Timberwolves can shoot and they can attack y'all in the paint, and they're gonna put Gafford in foul trouble because we seen what Zubac did to Gafford. Well, he eliminated Gafford, and Zubac ain't shit. Now you got
no disrespect to Zubac.
I'm talking about Zubac ain't shit. That's what I meant. As far as like he gonna give you hustle stuff, he gonna try hard. But you're not worried about Zubac back to the basket game, all this other stuff. You're not. Zubac is a big-ass body, and he going to try hard. Cat actually got the skills. He's actually in the mentions of being one of the best big men in the league. Cat is a different animal compared to Chet, 100%. He needs a different animal compared to Zubac. So that's going to be an interesting series because they don't have endless bodies, but, I mean, I guess you can put slow-mo on Luka when they start rotating. I mean, shit.
Chicken noodle soup. Noodle soup.
I mean, that's both slow.
Hey, they got us beat down low. We got them beat at the guard position.
I don't know.
We gonna get them.
Dog.
Ant gonna have to guard Luka because if he don't, we cooking. Because
What
he
you
ain't stopping
call?
Kyrie. Us in 7. He is not stopping Kyrie.
Timberwolves in 7.
You just praying for our downfall.
Timberwolves in 7,
You
baby.
did. First you said the Clippers, then he said OKC.
But
now
you
he
knew
said
I
Timberwolves.
knew the Clippers was gonna lose. I said
Nah.
that. I've been saying it. Watch all the
You said it
episodes.
after
I
2
always
games.
said that.
You said that after 2 games.
No, I always said it, bro. The Mavs been beating the Clippers for
Ready?
years.
Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confession. They in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tug. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak